Welcome back to the Growing Band Director podcast. This is episode number 93, and it's part 3 in our literature repertoire series. This is repertoire that's been recommended by our Facebook members, and this is music that they said in the beginning band, a grade 3 level or 3.5 level, that people should know. This is tried and true music, and happy to bring it to you. That first piece was by Carol Britton Chambers. It's a grade 2 called Byzantine Dances, and you can also buy a video that goes along with that at Notes on Pepper and probably a lot of other places that syncs along with that, so you can have that video show while your band is performing the piece. I love that piece because it's kind of reminiscent of Fiddler on the Roof and other sort of pieces like that. I'm looking forward to doing that this year with my band. The next piece I've done before. This was recommended by Kathy. Thank you, Kathy. This is a piece that is very famous at this point, but I'm assuming a lot of you have not heard it still. So this is a piece called Frogs by Randall Standridge. It's a 1.5, and this requires the use of a frog guiro or many frog guiros. I will say from my personal experience, the bigger you can get, the better. Or if you can double or triple or quadruple it, the more sound you can get, the better. But it's a really great sound, and there's even a bullfrog theme in the trombones and the other low instruments. So here is Frogs by Randall Standridge. That's part of what he has, a piece called the Garden Suite. Also, what I like about that piece is it's, to me, I don't know if Randall intended this or not, but to me it's very Granger-esque. There's lots of stuff in there that's sort of reminiscent of Granger's music at the young band level. The next piece has been brought to us, recommended by Tom. This piece is by the composer Jack Wilds. It's entitled Dance Slav. It's a 0.5 listed. There is more part independence than a typical 0.5. So whether or not you consider a 0.5 or into the one category is up to you. But here it is, Dance Slav. The next piece was recommended to me by Will Kinney, a good friend of mine, director of bands at University of Southern Maine, and did this with an honor band. This is Cumberland Cross by Carl Stroman, and it is listed as a grade 4, and in my opinion, it's more in the 3.5 level. Again, that's just my opinion. The stuff that is rhythmically challenging it's the same every time it comes up, and it's doubled pretty heavily. The only thing I would say about this piece is it's probably a piece that if you have a ton of percussionists, you need to find some more stuff for them to do, because there is 4 percussion parts and it's pretty light. But it's a great piece of music, and hope you enjoy it. Here's Cumberland Cross. The next piece was suggested to us by Travis. This is a grade 2 by Patrick Burns, entitled Suspended Animation. I like this piece a lot as well. Thank you for recommending this one, Travis. What I like about it is it's minimalist in nature and it's groove based at the grade 2. The next piece is a beginning band piece. This was brought to us by Don. Thank you, Don. And it is by Brian Balmages, so it's listed as a grade 0.5, and it's called Bringer of War After Holst. So this is a take on Mars from the planets, but it is at the beginning band level. Sticks to a 6-note range and is just brilliant. So check this one out. Bringer of War by Brian Balmages. The next piece is called Arabian Dances by Roland Barrett. This is a grade 2 and recommended to us by Crystal. Thank you, Crystal. And this is a piece that kids love when they perform it. And it's got a lot of Arabian sounds in it and some clapping and things like that. I think your kids would really like this. Again, it's a grade 2, but you can do it if the band is a little more capable. They can still do this grade 2 and really dig into it. So here is Arabian Dances by Roland Barrett. I think now that you've heard that piece, you see why kids and band directors like that piece so much. The last piece is by Tyler S. Grant. It's a grade 1 called At Twilight, and this was recommended to us by Tom. Thank you, Tom. We sincerely appreciate you taking your valuable time and listening to the Growing Band Director podcast. Your students are very lucky to have a band director like you. If you have any suggestions for episode topics or think you have an area of expertise to share on a show with us, please reach out. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to help spread the word, please give us a 5-star review and tell your band director friends to subscribe as well. We're available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, our YouTube channel, and wherever you listen to podcasts. Thanks for listening to The Growing Band Director. See you next week.